Aloha kako, what is up everyone? What's going on? What's happening? How have you guys been? I feel like I haven't been on here in a minute because for the past 2 weeks it's been very difficult to record and to get content up. Yeah. And to be honest, I have just allowed Divine to direct. I've recorded numerous videos that there wasn't really anything wrong with the content or with the message. But Divine just said, ole. Nope. Scrap them. Chuck them. Nah. So, despite the fact that I haven't really fully understood, and maybe it's not my place in this moment to understand it, but let it be a lesson to you as well. That when Divine interferes, intervenes, steps in, whispers truth and guidance, that's your turn to simply listen and be still. Because I'm hearing chaos. There's chaos in your heart, chaos in your solar plexus. This space is hellfire right here. Of course, I didn't introduce myself. If you are new to this channel and this is your first time coming through, welcome. Or if you've already subscribed, I appreciate you being here. Quickly, this is just a space of self-therapy, reflection, mirror talk. But it's also a chance to not only see and to speak these truths in my own space, but to share it with your perspective, your resignation. So yeah, I guess I'm diving into this straight off. But that hellfire that is raging, I'm embodying this energy from someone, because this is a period of transmutation, transition, and transformation. And this definitely needs to be worked on. This space is just heavy for someone right now. And you are being forced to truly step back. This is like hermit mode energy. But it's a bit different than the last times that you've gone through these waves of retreat. Because in this one, you're passionate about the growth. You're passionate about the process to healing. But your issue is balancing that fine line between observing situations, being able to discern with clarity and vision what is going on, and the opposite, absorbing, receiving, taking it on as part of yourself. And that is why the hellfire is burning. So in relation to this hiatus, this retreat, this restrictions of networking and maybe even social media, I'm feeling, in relation to me, yesterday, Divine told me, even though I was getting heavy, empathic emotions kind of bombarding me, stemming from me watching a true crime video about this little 5.5-month-old girl who had succumbed to severe, brutal injuries that she sustained at the hands of her mom, her dad, and her uncle. It was a really horrific, in my eyes, case of child abuse, physical and in other ways, which I'm sure you understand, but I don't want to speak into this space. And it made me feel sick to my stomach. But the transmutation of that fire, that revenge, resentment, judgment energy that we take on as a part of witnessing or being exposed to certain truths, that I feel like is what someone is focusing on right now in the way of healing. Or maybe you need this information, this key information, to be able to heal properly. But I recognize the absorption and the reception of this sinister, malignant, cancerous, toxic energy, and I call to release it from the portal spaces. And this is a time for you to do the same, to recognize what you're holding on to, whatever form that feels like. But I'm feeling for someone, it's heavy right here. I'm feeling heartbroken. I'm feeling like the shit you've been going through is traumatizing. It's triggering. But if you absorb that energy of your environment or your mindset, it will manifest physically. That's just how the cookie crumbles. If you receive something or you put something into your space, your sacred space, your home of soul and self, and you allow it to sit there, eventually, if it is not flowing energy, it's going to rot. It's going to manifest physically in ailments. So I'm being called to clear, fresh start, new. This transitional period of transmutation, taking these energies and releasing them. Not letting these energies sit or settle, stagnate, cleansing the spaces. So maybe you out there needed that as a reminder to do it with me, to take the time right now in this moment to breathe through the hellfire, to not speak it. Because just because you receive this pain and this punishment, it doesn't mean it belongs to you. It's not yours to keep, this pain and this punishment, the suffering, the triggers, the traumas. I'm seeing inner child. But you know what? We have the key. And some of us are holding it like, holy shit, I've had the key all along. And others have unlocked the door already. And some of us have opened the door, exposing ourselves to that deeply secret door, to the innermost space of self, where our inner child may have been hiding this whole time, cowering in this secret room, compartment, space, portal within ourselves. We've had access to this inner child to provide reassurance, security, healing, rescue, love to this inner child that lies within. I'm seeing some of you may have been traumatized early in childhood, and you've disconnected, disassociated with what you either went through, verbally, physically, emotionally, psychologically, whatever the case may be. Whatever you went through or whatever you witnessed, the toxicity was cancerous. And if you hold on to that, you will hold on to dis-ease. That's why I was feeling sick to my stomach. And that's where we have to, like I said, learn the balance, the thin line between absorbing and observing. Do not allow that energy in unless you plan on doing the work, the shadow work, to dispel it, to add light, to dust, sweep, mop, clean the space within, purify, cleanse, creating space of clarity, peace of mind, sanctity, a sanctuary. Let's tune into the creativity deck just to see where to begin with the cards. Time to share, maybe share your story, share the issues, excuses, problems that you may have fallen victim or trapped to in a lifelong journey to finding this door within yourself, delving deep enough and realizing that you had the key this whole time to unlock the truth of that innermost child. This whole time, you didn't know how to deal with it. And you were reaching for various things to help satisfy or fill in this void, or I don't know, maybe if you buried it deep enough, if you covered it, that hidden door of truth, long enough, you wouldn't have to face the door. You wouldn't have to face your innermost space. So you just figured covering up the door with your habits, your addictions, your problems, your anger would hide the fact that there's hellfire burning, that you hold a lot of emotions in your heart and in that solar plexus, your nerves, your nervous system, feeling or embodying an emotion in this area feels like you get, or at least absorbing it deep enough, feels like you got punched in the stomach. And I felt that yesterday, trying to put this video up or trying to record this video just had me in the midst of transmuting, and it just wasn't meant. It was meant for the universe anonymously, but just, it wasn't meant to be put up. And when divine tells you to do something a certain way, whether you understand what that's about or not, you just gotta listen. So let's just dive into the cards and see what is it that we need to hear in this moment of truth as we stand by the door. Planting seeds, new seeds to the secret garden, the door to the secret garden within. Tell me about these seeds planted. Clarity. So, standing at the door of truth, we have the intention to grow like a seed and bloom, restoring the garden back to its former glory, and dispelling the wounds, because this fell upside down. Let me turn you guys down a bit. This fell in reverse. So getting rid of the wounds, healing the wounds, living your dream. But I'm also hearing that with all that's been going on and all that you've been transitioning through and all that you've been sitting with and processing, it's like your escape is your dream world. Maybe you're having reoccurring dreams, or maybe you're having like euphoric dreams, dreams of joy, happiness, exaltation, just beautiful energy in your dreams. Let's see what's going on in this transmuted stage. We're not making this about a contest, a competition with anyone other than ourselves. This is us, you, going through the process of healing these wounds, planting new seeds, dream seeds, seeds of curiosity. This contest card fell over here. We ain't trying to see this. We're reversing our strategy in life. It's no longer about the angst that we carry, the hellfire that we carry and project onto others in the form of competition and trying to be better and trying to just outdo, outshine, out anything. This person or these people or this community, whatever the case may be, and however it resonates with you. We're ridding ourselves of this energy because it's not conducive for our spiritual growth and evolution. Let me see from the tarot. Wow. We are finding our strength once again. Pardon my nails, guys. You can tell when I've been going through it and I have my natural nails. But anyway, yeah. This strength card is a symbol of looking forward, knowing that divine has your back, knowing that you are guided in strength and confidence through this fire transmutation, through this healing and restoration. Any other truth to be seen from the tarot? Moving forward in strength to a new position of power. Truth flow, divine. Mahalo. Right onto the strength. Planting seeds of strength. Wow. Someone might want to be holding you back, chain you up to the karma. This, however, is a recognition of that attachment, that addiction, those habits that we were talking about earlier, the restrictions, the pain possibly of abuse, physical and otherwise. Strength is looking away from this devil energy though. Like, I ain't got time for it. You're part of my wounds. Let's see if you guys, I know you guys can't quite see. But the wounds card. This devil energy falls under your wounds and we're turning that shit around. We're looking away. Our strength is elsewhere. Not in these attachments, these addictions, the shadows. But this is a sign to heal from them fully. To heal the wounds. Take action and move forward. Yeah. Charging, taking charge. Look, it's almost like he's charging at this devil energy. He's charging at these addictions. He's charging at the shadows, taking action against it to heal these wounds. being inspired to move past it, to dream in wonderment and curiosity and passion and strength. Mahalo nui. Let's get one of mine. Moving forward from that incompetence. Yeah, look, it fell right on this wound energy and devil pile. So this energy, that's right in the center. You see how it's in the center? That's the center core of us that we are transmuting. This is the heat, the hellfire. That we are planting the seeds of strength to be able to walk away from and heal from this. We're taking charge and action, living our lives to fulfill our dreams. At least that's the plan. Any words of truth, divine, to be shared? Ooh, what is this? Squash. Yep. Right on this pile. History. We're squashing it. We are, look, once the fall right here. We're no longer interested in hearing, entertaining, or analyzing this history. We're moving on from it. We're taking charge of getting rid of this. This is a time of closure. We're exiting the scene. We're squashing the fire, snuffing it. Mahalo nui, divine. As we move forward, stepping into our purpose. Yeah, look. It's like fresh start. Aina. Aina. The land, the dirt, where sustainability grows, where that seedling is able to sprout, and it fell right here under seed. Seeds of strength, strengthen our ability to sustain ourselves from this Aina land. So I'm hearing maybe someone needs a sacred space, a secret space. That's your secret garden internally, but where is your external garden? That reminds me of my childhood. To escape certain things that were happening. I grew up in foster care, and without going into that, I will say that earth, woods, nature, mountains always provided me with security and comfort, just this overwhelming healing and nurturing energy that helped restore me. And I am an earth sign, so I can see where that is apparent in my nature. But I remember the property that I lived on before moving here had 8.5 acres. And to escape a lot of the internal things, literally and figuratively, I would take walks and hikes along our property to just get away, to be able to write poetry, to be able to observe this environment, because it was a whole nother world to escape to. And I never felt like I belonged in the world that I was having to live in, with being in the foster care system and being taken care of by someone who was not my parent or parents. So that's a brief little insight, but this is like, I'm imagining us being blessed with land of our own so we can have a retreat, a strong compound of sorts on this land. I'm seeing self-sustainability. You're growing your own foods. You're being and living off the land. This is your sanctuary, your healing space, your sacred space. And all of this is coming about because you took the time to take the key and open the door of truth, to be able to rescue that inner child who's been suffering, who's been holding on to this energy, this incompetent energy of low self-esteem and not believing in yourselves fully, being resistant to change because it's too hard. This is a time to acknowledge the wounds and turn them around, flip them around, heal from them. A time to look at this devil energy, this hellfire energy that rages within or behind this door, and squash it. Squash that history. Squash this energy. Pour some water. Put out the fire. What other truth? Mahalo. Okay, so I'm seeing, this is all present energy, but This is almost past, because we're planting the seeds, but the seeds will grow. They will continue to grow. We've transmuted and squashed this energy. So now, what do we have here? This is like where we dream to be. So possible future. Charging into our future. Taking action on our lives again. Divine wants us to know it's all going to be worth it. It's all necessary to go through this fire, to go through this transformation, transition. It is a time to sit down and be honest with yourself. Quit suppressing the truth of what's been going on. Because we ain't got time to do the same thing over and over again and experience the same lessons over and over again. Like I said, this is kind of a different transition because you're more passionate about extinguishing this energy. So yeah, we are in a period of ho'oponopono, forgiveness. No bitter meals cooked or served. You don't want to be sitting around in company and exchanging bitter energy. This limited, restricted, caged energy. This chained up energy. You don't want to be linked to those people. So it's a time to really get your shit together and ho'oponopono, to forgive. Or just lay it out on the table and squash it. Squash the history. Process the storms. This is cleanse, revival, healing, allowing your emotions to flow in order to cleanse, not to just puddle up and flood your space. This is weathering the storm. All right, why did we get mirror image, Divine? Let's go to the tarot. What's this mirror image? Besides looking at yourself and being honest with yourself, like we said, let's talk about it. This could either be you with someone else, or this could be you with you. Releasing all your passive aggressiveness. It's either you or it's another person, but give me more on this pile here, Divine. Ooh. Yup. And it fell right in this middle pile. Right in that heart space. Really had you feeling this overwhelming defeat. They've been really projecting a lot of energy onto you in spiritual attacks, I'm hearing. This could be going off, but this mirror image, I feel like all this was being sent then. Maybe you were stuck in this devil energy and this incompetent energy, healing from these wounds because someone was throwing the daggers of spell work, conjuring up your demise. I'm hearing coming in hot. Those daggers had you feeling very overwhelmed, overcome. Because it was just a lot that you were going through and handling. Like, this could be recent history. This could be why you've been heavy-hearted, heartbroken, emotional. But again, it's been falling on this pile. So I'm seeing wood for the fire. Burn it up. Blaze it up, turn it into ash. Continue to squash whatever these projections were that you absorbed instead of just took it arm's length or football field length. This mirror image, this person that's been copying, emulating, seeing themselves as you, like you, whatever the case, has been projecting this shit on you. Yep, and it's left you fucking confused on where to go, where to turn, what is meant for you. It's left you feeling doubtful, having a lot of inner conflict with your feelings, your love maybe. Damn, they've been putting in the work with these moon. I'm seeing moon magic. I'm seeing all they do is fucking think of you. But look, this was like a bridge. What you gonna do? How are you gonna cross it into this dream reality? But maybe this person is lying. This person is lying under the dream pile. Your future, where you're headed, where you're charging towards, and taking action with your life, right? This person fell under. So it's like they're trying to reach you in your dreams. They're trying to see you in your dreams because they don't see you enough in reality. But you're walking away to restore, to complete, to fulfill your emotional, psychological stability. There's a lot going on in your heart, but this is you repairing that heart space that's been weighed down so heavy with all this shit that's been coming in, that's been flying at you lately. All the, oh my God, like what fucking now? These problems that have been arising. I'm seeing within you, but also as a result. Could be in your relationship as well. You might have been heavily burdened, confused, not knowing what the fuck is going on. This person has made you feel lower than low, damn near dead. But again, we're planting those seeds of strength to help us build or rebuild our land, our aina, our secret garden, our sanctuary, our healing space. But we got to get there. We got to follow our dreams and walk away from the fucking destruction, the devastation, the brutality of what you've been holding on to. Maybe your inner child. This is your inner child. That nothing but abuse and suffering and torture has been sustained. But it's like divine is surrounding you, despite everything that's been ailing you, causing dis-ease within you. Divine surrounds you with possibility to get out of the way, to bridge, to find a way out of this energy into your dreams, your dream life. But I'm feeling like this can cause hiccups. This mirror image, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like this person is recognizing through dreams, like whatever they're dreaming about, because it's falling under this dream pile. I feel like your dreams may have been euphoric and beautiful. You're holding on to that energy of your dreams to escape this pain. So maybe as a child you used to escape. You disassociated yourself from the abuse, the victimization. But that's kind of a different avenue. But I'm feeling like for this mirror person, this mirror image, this person that's emulating and replicating you and projecting the darkness and the low self-esteem and all of this energy that you've been feeling lately, the suffering. For this person who's been possibly doing, that moon magic on you, you're walking away from them to heal yourself. And they're like looking after you, wanting to connect in a sense, wanting to continue to find a way in. I don't know, what is this? Finding a way into your dreams, though. We gotta cut that shit. Mahalo. Yeah. But divine is saying, never mind them. Your abundance, your flow, your cash money is coming in. Your creativity, your passion, your inspiration, what is meant for you to accomplish. Your dream life is coming through, and you'll be able to sit comfortably because you've put in the work. You've deflected, you've transmuted whatever they've thrown at you, and all they can do is stand on the shore and watch you go, because the ties are being cut so that you can get yours. You can collect what is rightfully yours. All right. So is there any other? Tell me about this retreat, these seedlings that are planted, this garden, this sacred retreat that we are cultivating, gardening. What is that about? Yes, sacred land, land granted, gifted, blessed to us through our past life experiences, our beginnings, our origins. This is kupuna. This is our ancient ones, our ancestors, our grandparents, our lineage is on the land. It's on the aina. Find your home, find your place. Like I said, not only just within, but without. What else did we get? Yeah, it's a time to talk to your kupuna. Olelo kike. It's a time to sit down and really have those difficult conversations so that we can release that suppressed truth and that passive aggression so that we can ho'oponopono. I'm seeing this is really sacred space though. This is your heiau in a sense. This is where you get to communicate between self and spirit and to align with divine. Something with your relationship. Or maybe this is to build a relationship with the land and your ancestry, to have these conversations, to move forward with more strength, resilience, planting the seeds along the way, restoring your relationships and your conversations with your origins, with your roots, so that you can heal. Because this came up, the first card of this pile, this is healing those wounds. And everything that followed, these are all the wounds. All the wounds. And at the end, we squashing it. So it's time to reestablish relationships with self, with spirit, with ancestors. Let's see if the Sacred Rebel deck has anything to deliver. Yep. That transition, that transformation, butterfly transformation, coloring the gray skies again. This is the new birth, guarded vigilantly. And it fell over here, yeah? So it was like a new birth. All that suffering, all that abuse, all that victimization, all of that inner child turmoil that you've been suffering and hiding away for all these years, possibly. We are bridging, we are traveling through the portal spaces into our dream world, where we will be met with more abundance, prosperity, health, motivation, to keep the flow, to keep the prosperity going. This will be guarded. This birth into where you're meant to be is very divinely protected. And look, the little seedling. Yeah. From the seed, it begins to grow. We begin to transform. We begin to transition. We begin to transcend. We are rebirthed. And again, it's all going to be worth it. All right, I'm going to close out with this oracle deck that I picked up recently. Cute little artwork. On a positive note. Because I feel like we need to know everything's going to be all right. We are putting in the work, the time. We are transmuting the space. We are breathing through the pain and the punishment, and we are releasing it because it's not ours to carry. So as we do so, can we get an encouraging word for the people then as we close out this dive into truth seeking? Let's split the deck. All right, word of truth. These are more like affirmations. So, wow. And look, it's a plant. It's growing. Our seeds are growing. Let's see. I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. So the burden, the weight, the pain, the punishment, the trauma, look, it was covered. It was covered by this new life. This whole pile right here, covered. And another affirmation to tell yourself. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. Those colors, that vibrancy. We're transforming that grayness into a rainbow of colors. Colors of hope. Colors of beauty. Colors of courage. Colors of strength. We are restoring our dream world, our dream life. Mahalo. And another plant. Look at that. More plants. Oh my gosh. Okay. Not all of them have plants. I didn't look at all of the cards, but yeah. This is definitely what we need to hear. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. The essence of the lesson. I'm being guided to learn and grow. And we're covering up the hellfire. We're throwing dirt on the fire. Yep. Let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. This is where we started. This is how we can put out the fire, by listening, by just allowing divine to come through and speak truth. If you're quiet enough and you release all of those toxic, loud, chaotic energies within you, you'll be able to hear where it is that you're meant to go. And you'll be able to know and affirm that when you lead from a place of peace, love, when you lead from a place of love, people respect you. But regardless of other people, it's like when you lead from a place of love, the universe respects you. The universe responds to you. The universe heals you and gives you these euphoric, just ecstatic, blossoming, just beautiful dreams. All right. I'm called to shuffle in the Isis, so let's give one. I know that Oracle was sweet in a sense, but let's get a more passionate guidance for today, for the people that need it. Some like a, kiss on the cheek, and others like big bear hugs. I feel like this is a big bear hug to tell you what's up, to reach down deep within the goddess within yourself. Okay. All right. Closing truth for today's video. Truthful. Mahalo. Okay. So we're given the knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with the goddess. This means that not only do you have the important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are now deepening your connection to the goddess. You are rising in your knowing, in your truth, all from opening that door, all from putting the key in the lock and facing the door of truth. You have risen. You are rising. This is the magic and ritual card. This is telling you that the effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. There we are, transforming that heart space, that heart center. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice, breathing, yoga, stretching, running, anything that benefits, expands the capacity of that heart space. Yeah, do so with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. Yes, because that reminded me, the Aina card. Kupuna. You find your sacred space, not just inside, not that just that internal secret garden, but the healing process will help open up to find a physical space of healing. Maybe being blessed with property that you can make your own sanctuary. Maybe this is a sign. The wheat. Sustainability. This is about abundance of Sothis. Abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsibly flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Dance in your abundance because it is coming to you. Your dream life is yours. You are now deepening your connection, that bridge to your dream life. All right, hopefully this resonated with someone out there. If it did, don't forget to give a thumbs up for this video. And if you are so compelled, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I really, truly appreciate you taking time to just hear what was meant to be shared. So I trust that divine guides you with more protection, more love, more courage, prosperity, wellness, health, healing, more life. And I will see you in my next video. With love, light, and always aloha.